Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sparrowcus, and welcome back to Greedfall, where I was in the last episode too stupid to find out how I can bang Sierra, but that makes sense. If you go up here, that's when it triggers.
Do you still agree to spend some time with me?
Right.
Of course. I was waiting
Refuse.
for this moment. Come.
Good one. Well, they're two islanders, all right?
I have never met someone like you. Anal Manawi. My heart has never beaten so fast for anyone. What about you? Do you think you are my Menundanem?
Thank you. But, you know, I just needed to stick my dick somewhere, so.
I hope so. Because I love you too, Sierra.
Kayarto. This is how we say I love you in our language. Koden nes greda komolai. Our two hearts beat together.
Love it. Menundamen, be in a relationship with Sierra. We have a new, whatchamacallit? Achievement with that. Loving Sierra. Good. Well, she's been with us most of the time anyway, so. And we fell in love with that native savage girl. She's gonna be wild in the bedroom because she doesn't need a bedroom. Anyways, let's go and talk to Constantine. Even though we can't talk to Constantine because he's dead. What's going on?
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord Dorsey's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then all of a sudden one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord Dorsey has been attacked.
He believes. He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams, from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding, like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes, sir.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway, if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events, but know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
I mean, what's she doing now? She was the governor. Now she's what?
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By islander, do you mean the Denegad that came to treat his affliction?
Yes, a strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you ask me, sir. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. But then I heard cries a ways off, and I went running to help. I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of rocks. So then I turned right back around.
And you ran all the way here? Do you know precisely where the company was when you heard these sounds?
No, not precisely. I hadn't gone there. But I could show you where I was posted. The islanders said they were following the path. but he was quite a ways ahead when I lost sight of them.
Why didn't you go and look for yourself? To see if they had been buried by a rock slide?
What? Alone? What could I have done? It seemed of greater urgency to go and get help.
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or intelligence got the best of you. But that's a question for your superiors. My cousin was quite weak. Do you know why he decided to follow the Denegad?
His Highness was feeling much better. The potions that he was drinking must have been potent. I mean to show no disrespect to His Highness, but that islander had the high ground in the War of Wits. I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for the expedition, but your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as quick as we could make ready.
That sounds like him. What sort of mess has he gotten himself into? Again?
I am sorry, sir, but I don't know anything else I could tell you.
Dismissed, soldier. Looks like I'm going on an expedition.
Thank you, sir.
Anything else? Well, of course, we want to find Constantine first. The rest isn't as important because we, for some reason, care for our stupid cousin. We grew up with him. He's a spoiled little fuck, but we love him. Exit the situation. Yeah, that's gone. Good. The lodging expedition was pissing me off anyways. Alright. After having freshly fucked, let's go over here. Hey, Sierra, can we bang again?
Maimenundenem.
No. No more fucking. Sad. So sad. I can't go back to the menu from here. Why not? That's strange and stupid. But alright. More monsters. Let's kill the monsters. Gotta love this one. The two-handed maze. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're murdering everything in our way. Ha 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 ha.
This is the camp that Constantine's escort must have established.
It looks more like a battlefield. I hope the Donegad and your cousin survived the fight.
Search the zone. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what's happened here. This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the zone and taken this path followed by their assailants. This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Katasak and Constantine were going.
Isn't really a place for cult. But rather a place... Anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinalmenawi. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Katasak wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. There are bodies, and without a doubt there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find. More tracks. Footprints. They must have fled this way. Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat.
Well, they're
These
still
weapons
burning.
are in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against? Another burnt tree. This path seems to have been scorched in flames. explosion. I can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions. These poor soldiers were torn to pieces. Animals again, or something else?
Is that the volcano? Was it spitting lava? But we're still quite a bit far away from the volcano.
New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only the corpses of our own men, but where could these other soldiers have come from? More signs of explosions. But what were they doing with all these explosives on them?
This
More
way?
footprints.
Yeah, this way.
Only a handful made it up to here. The path stops on this overhang, and despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantine or Catus.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
Ouch. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, what do we have here?
And these rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. What could have happened here? I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see. According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridge Alliance close by. A patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge in some way be linked to this attack? That makes no sense. These vials look familiar. Catasach used the very same to stock his potions. He must have come here. I'm going to pick them up. I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantine, what have you gotten yourself into again? Very well. Let's sum things up. Constantine and Catasach definitely came through here to perform some sort of ritual, but they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable flames. Could it be magic?
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack. You have strayed far from the path. No one would have attacked Catasach.
Unless he himself was behind it. He is a powerful Donegad. The beasts obey him.
How could you even think something like that? He is a healer. He brought comfort to your cousin.
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With Constantine captive, he now has leverage to apply to the colonists and force them to accept his conditions. But in all truth, I have no idea what to think. But regardless of who is guilty, I must find my cousin. We could return to Wen Xavier to learn more. Perhaps Catasach returned there. Or maybe his Voglendai could tell us where to find him. We are also going to have to visit the outpost. Their soldiers were involved in the combat, or at least the end of it. They must have some stories for us.
That trail seems a better one to follow. Catasach is a good man, but the soldiers and the lions have already betrayed you.
That's true. But I do not see how they could have made these animals obey them. However, one way or another, Constantine is in danger. Let us be on our way without further delay.
Hooray! Okay, so, now we need to walk over here. Well, it's not that far. Thankfully. It is not that far. I can walk this distance, no problem. We're almost there. I mean, compared to all the other bullshit that we have to do, walking back and forth all the time. That seems, this distance here seems reasonable. Quite reasonable. Now, before this outpost was just not accessible to us, but I don't understand why. There are plenty of like outposts and places that you just cannot reach, or that you can reach, but you can't do anything in there without the quest. So, like, I'm really confused why, but okay. Hello, dear berries. How are we doing today? Ouch. I love it. What are you doing, buddy? I love this weapon. But here's the thing: as a whatchamacallit, warrior, you have these three things, all right? And then you have to decide: are you gonna go with the heavy weapons or with the blades? Because the other one, it doesn't make any sense to do all that. Then you could also at some point learn stasis, just as we did, to help you out. Yeah, stasis is gonna be more helpful than this stupid divine magic here. If you're a warrior. With stasis, you can do some late game damage. It's like, in the end, they all kind of, all the builds are pretty much the same then. Again, this game, even though it is a role-playing game, and I think it is one, I would really describe it as one, but as such, it's somehow, I don't really see that much replayability in this game, because from the choices that you can make, there's almost none. And from the builds, like in the end, you're a jack of all trades anyways, mostly, so maybe one more playthrough at some point, but overall, I don't really see that, you know, you've played more than once this game. I mean, other role-playing games, you're there just like, oh shit, you could do it like this, this, and that. You could play it 5 times over, and you still haven't figured out everything.
Colonials? You must have gotten lost to have come this far from nowhere. To whom do I owe the honor?
Desardet. I am legate of the Congregation of Merchants on this island.
A legate? Here? Pardon my dismay, but we don't get many official sorts around here. Captain Idris. I am the ranking officer in charge of this Bridge Alliance outpost.
You're standing on the gate?
What can I do for you, sir?
Why are you standing at the gate?
I'm looking for Constantin d'Orsay, the island governor of the Congregation of Merchants.
A governor? Here? Whatever would he be doing in this rattle?
My cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died. But we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive. Wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction? I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency, but we haven't seen him. And we definitely haven't kidnapped him. The region is dangerous. The natives are heartless. You should be looking in their direction.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men from the garrison up there, don't you?
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note, signed by your hand.
And they are dead. I had hoped they'd have survived and would eventually return.
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the clifftop?
They were monitoring the zone. They were to warn us of any troop movements. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks. We decided to take initiative and be ready. Yesterday, we heard screams and saw some strange lights up there. but I was hoping...
And you didn't go and see for yourself? You hear screams, certainly those of your own men, and you don't do anything.
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing as well? You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me, I'm taking no more unnecessary risks.
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back from me? I can see how difficult your present situation has become. I'm certain you haven't been paid either for quite some time. I cannot solve all of your problems. But what would you say if I took care of that one, at least?
A little gold would certainly improve the morale of my men. One of the men I'd posted there returned during the night.
A survivor? Excellent. Did he tell you what happened?
He wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed unconscious 2 steps past the doorway. Our nurse sits with him, but there is little hope that he will come back to himself. His wounds are extremely serious. He's just refusing to die.
I'm sorry to hear that, Captain. Perhaps we could do something for him.
Go and see the nurse. Perhaps you can do something to help the poor boy. I can't take it anymore. To lose another man. Anything else?
Concerning the young man...
Did you see the nurse?
Not yet.
Really? This... And
I need to be...
I would very...
Why is this a new mission? God damn it. Alright, let's go inside. Okay, this is a dead end, so there's nothing else except for this food post. How could you lose so many men on surprise attacks? You only have one side where they can attack you from. Stupid Alliance people.
What are you doing there? This is an infirmary.
I know. I've come to see the wounded soldier. The captain told me you might need my help.
That is very kind of him. But alas, it's a little late.
What are you saying? Is the soldier...
No, he still lives. But I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort me on a mission to replenish my stocks. I no longer have a single remedy. And now that we have a wounded patient, I can only wipe water on his brow and hope.
Do you know what type of remedy would allow him to survive?
Yes, at least I think so. It's a known potion that heals burns.
I see. Give me the recipe. We'll go and see that it's prepared for you.
Thank you. Because of you, this poor boy might be able...
Don't they have it already? No, I don't. Piss off. Alright, at least they placed one crafting table over here. I would have been so pissed, man. I would have been so pissed. So, which one is it? Against burns. There you go. It's quite easy to make.
Were you able to concoct the potion?
Yes, I was.
Give it to me. There. We must wait and...
Will he make it?
I hope so. We'll know soon.
And if he survives?
Come back tomorrow at the same time.
Very well.
See you soon.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? For no fucking reason whatsoever, we need to wait a fucking day for those motherfuckers to... Fuck you. Just go fuck you. You know, these stupid errands, always this waiting game all the time and all that bullshit. It's so... It only draws out a couple of minutes, but it's just making the game so much worse and annoying and boring. And then, you know, then the devs are wondering, why is nobody like playing our video games till the end? It's only like a third or something there, or 10% that actually read the ending. Because of bullshit like this, you fucking idiots, motherfuckers.
Hello, soldier. How are you doing?
Better. A lot better. Are you the one who saved me? The nurse told me...
Fuck you.
I simply prepared the potion that she told me how to make. Nothing more. Could you tell me what happened during the attack?
I will try. They're not really memories I'm fond to bring back. A lot of my friends died up there. We were posted up on the peak to follow rebel movement. It had been a couple of days when we heard sounds of fighting not far from our position. Men were screaming in our own language. So we went to see what was happening. Soldiers of the Coin Guard and an islander were trying to protect a young man. He seemed dire ill.
Constantine Katasak and his escort. Who were they fighting against?
Dozens of wild animals. They seemed completely enraged and intent on devouring them. And there were flames.
Flames? Where were they coming from?
I don't know. My friends and other soldiers fell one after the other. I didn't see everything. All was blood and confusion with beasts and fire. But I thought I saw another islander. Big. He's the one who took the sickened man. There was practically no one left on the battlefield. I was wounded and I passed out. I came to when I heard voices of islanders approaching. Rebels. I thought to myself, they're coming to finish off the wounded. I got up with difficulty and fled. I dragged myself here. And you know the rest.
I'm going to have to go and find these rebels.
You shouldn't do that. They killed all of my friends. You take a great risk.
That's enough. Rest now. You're still far from having recovered.
Yes, it's best I leave now. I've learned enough. I'll have a word with your captain. Goodbye.
Motherfuckers. I don't care about these stupid missions.
Excellency, I was told that you saved my soldier. Thank you. You can't imagine what this means to us.
Please. I did nothing more than follow the instructions your nurse gave me.
Did you learn what you needed to learn?
Yes. I was able to question your man and he told me what he saw. He and his company heard sounds of the attack, and they went to investigate. My cousin's escort were already nearly annihilated by animals that jumped out from all sides. A strange sorcerer controlled them. It was he that took my cousin.
One of those rebel savages, no doubt. I knew that they'd be behind all of this. They must have learned that an important man was in the region and thought he would make the perfect hostage. I'm sorry. I would give you some men, but...
They're all
Don't
useless,
apologize.
I know.
I know where the camp can be found, and if my cousin is there, I will free him.
Like you freed the scholars. You're a good man, Excellency. Thank you again for saving my soldier.
I need to be going.
I would very...
We has leveled up, which means we can maximize our potential with the two-handed heavy weapons. Ooh, yeah. Do you have anything else? No. I accidentally drank a... Okay. A potion. Not that wait a second. Where do I have to go? So are we also, again, coming here guns blazing? Or we... Oh, this time you let us in, huh? I wonder why. Like the last time we killed them. The time before that too. Oh, see? They're still lying dead in the ditch around here. From our last visit. That's my fucking brother, you fuckfaces.
Hello.
Cousin, I mean.
There you are again. What do you want?
To speak to you about my cousin's capture and the massacre of his escort. A soldier from the nearby outpost survived and told us that you were present on the battlefield.
You dare come here and accuse us of taking him?
Yes.
Let me throw him out this Renaixi and his Ilkdaren. May they receive this punishment for their arrogance.
You should calm down if you want the location of your camp to remain a secret to the world.
Is that a threat?
It's a fact. Until now, it hasn't been necessary to reveal to your enemies where your camp is. It would only require a few simple directions and your rebellion would soon be snuffed out.
Do you truly believe that we will back down from threats because we fear the lions?
My friend has offered you an exchange. A secret for a secret. But since your pride is greater, then speak for Katasach. You know he is the greatest healer of the island. A member of the council. And he also has gone missing.
Much more than that. Daughter of Blatnit.
What do you mean?
And divorced Tire. Katasach died from the wounds he received during the battle in the field. That night, we heard the sounds of a terrible combat. The ground shook all the way to our homes. We went to see, but we arrived too late. The last breath of Katasach had returned to the wind when we arrived there, and many of the Renaigse were dead. We could do no more. We carried the body of the Donegad and brought it here.
He gave his life to protect Constantine. May he rest in peace. This request might surprise you, but we would like to see him.
Why? What do you want to do with him, Renaigse?
Fuck his corpse in the
Examine him
ass.
to understand what killed him.
Idiot.
We were told that an island native was there and that he likely led the attack.
No Donea Exregal would attack Katasach. You have been lied to, or they were mistaken.
That is the very reason I need to see his body. To understand.
You may see him. But if you desecrate his body, you will pay for this offense with your life.
No. You will pay with your life. Guess I'll kill you all. Of course. Of course. But at least 150 meters isn't that far away. I'm starting to get really pissed by this game. I need to take a break, man. Go to sleep or something.
Katasach. Seeing the state of his body. I hate myself for having suspected him. Forgive me, Donegad. To have doubted your loyalty and even more for what we are about to do.
That thing's opened up.
Now then. Let's see what story this corpse has to tell. The corpse retains the marks of a bludgeoning. There are large bruises all over it. I can see no wounds that could be attributed to a blade or a musket shot. The major wound is found on the chest, which was crushed by something tremendous, to the degree that the skin was torn. The ribs are in pieces and the organs punctured. The edges of the wound are singed and smell of burnt flesh. There is a powdery spot on this wound, as if from ash or dusty gravel. Katasach bore the brunt of this attack or incredible force. I would venture to say it was inhuman. I can only imagine one thing that could have inflicted such a wound. It's as if an enormous, burning stone hit him right in the center of the chest. And seeing as how the bodies of the soldiers we found were sporting wounds of a similar nature, we can deduce that we're on the tracks of a man, or a creature, capable of using molten rock as a weapon.
I can't imagine an Adaig behaving like this. It is not their way. That they might attack careless hunters or warriors, true, but to attack Katasach, the power to call volcano fires, could only be that of a guardian. No simple man wields mountain fire.
We still don't really know who is actually behind this attack, nor what they want. Judging by the severity of these wounds, I fear the worst for Constantine.
All your experiments. You've learned so little. You've learned to fear. Your instincts should have been enough.
We had to at least try. Are you not even concerned or angered by what happened to Katasach?
We've grown accustomed to the loss of lives, your relentless attacks and incessant treacheries. All the same, there is truth in your words. This attack is out of place. Guardian and Donegad would never attack one another. There is a ritual that might help us. Anatalas Fair.
The Anatalis Fair. What is it? Tell me more.
It is a magical rite that only a person with a powerful bond to both spirits and nature can perform. It allows the Doneigad who chants it to relive the last moments of an Onol Manawi.
That would allow us to at least see the face of his assassin.
If what I have heard is true, yes. To my knowledge, only one Doneigad still living knows the ritual.
Let's ask her for her help then. She might be able to tell us what has become of Constantine.
You are quick to ask another to put her mind in danger for your own concerns. Imagine the pain of the wounds of another, shaking your body as the cold of death crushes your beating heart. This is what you must ask of the Tiernahach. It is the price she must pay for performing the ritual. When her companion was lost in battle, fighting against your own, she wanted to live that death beside her. Since that day, our Tiernahach Kadachtas has never breathed air with the same breath.
That would explain her distrust of the colonials.
You must make her see your purpose. It may be the only way you are going to learn the fate of your cousin.
Sierra is just dancing at the grave for the dead. Well done.
Maimanundanem. Do you need something?
I must leave you.
I could
See you
use
later.
some loving embrace. But alright. We'll have to go where? There? Oh yeah, we've been there too. We haven't been on the Rocky Steps, but I don't really care. We're not gonna go there. Who gives a shit? Alright, convince Math to hop it up to help you. We'll do that in the next episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Shit's going down. See you then. Goodbye.